What's up, folks? Welcome to another edition of SWAC Talk, the show we cover the SWAC inside and out. I am your tour guide around the SWAC Seawell coming at you. And we're just going to do a really quick recap of the session one of the SWAC tournament, quarterfinals. Tournament started today. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little recap of the two games that took place. And we'll do the same tonight about the last session, and we'll do the same thing on Friday, and then the same thing on Saturday, and then we'll have flag champs after Saturday. So as usual, the socials, you see them on the screen. If you haven't done so already, I want you to please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be alerted to any videos that pop up like this one here. Let's go ahead and do this. My light is bad, so I'm not in my usual spot, so my light is not that great. But we're gonna start off with the women's women's quarterfinals. Grambling defeated Alabama A&M. Grambling pulled off the upset number 7 seed over number 2 seed, 62 to 54. Grambling basically led this game for the bulk of the action. They really matched up pretty well with Alabama A&M. Neither team really lit it up as far as shooting goes. Grambling shot 35% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and 64% from the free throw line. Justice Coleman was their leading scorer. She had 19 points. Alexis Holt led the team with 5 assists, and Leah Morrow led the team with 8 rebounds. Grambling had 4 scorers in double digits. They had 37 rebounds and 11 turnovers on the day. Really efficient game for Grambling. Alabama A&M was a one-woman show today. Dariana Lewis, she had 32 points and 10 rebounds. So she had a double-double in a losing effort. She was the only Lady Bulldog in double figures. So no scoring really from anybody else from A&M. That's a problem in the tournament. Darian Bergen, she also had 8 rebounds as the second leading rebounder on the team. They shot 36% from the field, 12% from three-point line. That's not good. And 75% from the free throw line. They turned the ball over 17 times, and they actually won the rebounding battle 39 and 37. But this is the kind of thing that we talked about in tournament time. You have to be on point. You have to be ready for anything. And if you don't come to play, regardless of the seed, the team that you're facing can knock you off. And Grambling came to play Alabama A&M because they had a team in on a 7-game winning streak, and it got snapped because they could not find another player to score. Nigeria Jones, who is their second leading scorer, she didn't really do much. Nobody else really did anything, so not a good effort for the Lady Bulldogs as they come up short in this game. And now Grambling moves on to the semifinals. They're the first team to advance in the semifinals, and they'll play the winner of Alabama State and Alabama. Why am I drawing a blank? Alabama State and Prairie View. They'll play that matchup. The winner of that matchup on Friday in the semifinals. Women's action is about to start in about 35, 40 minutes. Jackson State, the number 1 seed, takes on the number 8 seed, Arkansas Pine Bluff. The game can be seen on ESPN Plus. All tournament games, with the exception of the men's championship, can be found on ESPN Plus. The men's championship will be aired on ESPNU on Saturday. Speaking of the men, the game between the number 2 seed Texas Southern Tigers and the number 7 seed Jackson State Tigers was a back and forth affair. Not a lot of scoring, but it was a nip and tuck game all the way through. Texas Southern actually came from behind and won the game 54 to 50. Neither team really had much of an edge. I know Jackson State's biggest lead at one point was 5 at the half. They led 33-28, but Jackson State just could not keep it going in the second half as Texas Southern was able to win this game by 4 points. Javarius McKinnis led Jackson State with 15 points and 13 rebounds. Big double-double for him. And Ken Evans was the other Jackson State player in double figures with 10. JSU shot 43% from the field, 14% from the three-point line, which has been a sore spot for them most of the season, and 75% from the free throw line. They had 32 rebounds, and and they turned the ball over 16 times. Texas Southern, who, like I said, they are a team I feel like is built for March. They survive and advance here. They were led by John Walker, who had 14 points. He was joined by Stuart Rosser with 10 points, and they were the only two double-digit scorers. Both came off the bench, scoring double digits. Bryson Gresham led the team with 7 rebounds. TSC shot 32% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and 70% from the free throw line. He had 35 rebounds and 13 turnovers. Pretty solid game for TSC. Not the most glamorous game, but like we always say in tournament time, you just want to make it to the next round, and they'll advance to Friday's semifinal to take on the winner of Southern and Grambling, the 3-6 matchup that would take place tomorrow. Alcorn, the number 1 seed, will be in action tonight against Prairie View, the number 8 seed. That's an 8:30 tip-off, and this is a game I'm very interested in. These two teams, that when they played in the season, they each won one game. Um, Both games were extremely close. Alcorn defeated Prairie View in Prairie View on a last-second, basically half-court three-point shot to win the game, and Prairie View basically withstood Alcorn at Alcorn. So this is not a gimme for Alcorn, and being the number 1 seed coming in a tournament with the target on your back is going to be interesting to see how this team responds. They've been playing, well, but they have a bad issue of allowing teams to get back into the game if they get a pretty decent lead. So they need to stay sharp and focus on closing out games, especially in March. If you want to win a tournament, you have to close out your opponents. You can't let them come back. Prairie View, led by Jeremiah Gambrell and Juwan Daniels, that's a dangerous team. I've been saying this since the start of the season. This is a dangerous team. I would not want to face them as an 8 seed. I really think they're not an 8 seed, but they've been inconsistent, and they lost 2 games at the beginning of the season due to uh, forfeit due to COVID. So they really have played well in spurts, and this is a team that I would not want to see in tournament time. If Gambrell is hitting threes, then the team is going to be very dangerous. So keep an eye out on that game. Also, ESPN Plus broadcast 8:30 p.m. That's the tip off for that one, and we'll be back later to recap those 2 games: the JSU UAPB game and the Alcorn Prairie View game. We'll recap those games, and then we'll see what happens in tomorrow's semifinals, quarterfinals. I don't know why I keep wanting to say semifinals. Trying to rush this tournament, but we'll see what happens in the next set of quarterfinals tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens at the end. So make sure to check us out later on this evening as we recap the second session of the first day of quarterfinal action in the SWAC tournament. So we'll catch y'all later. Peace.